I want to tell you about my favorite problem solving shortcut. I call it same goal, different path. I use this all the time for myself and with my clients. I think it is the fastest way to cut to the heart of an issue and figure out what you want to do next. Same goal, different path. So, this is a two-step process. Step one, what do you really want? What is your real goal in this situation? Step two, what is a different, even better pathway to achieve that same goal? Let me show you 4 scenarios where you can use this problem-solving hack. There are a lot more. These are just a few examples. Scenario 1, breaking habits that you don't like. If you order takeout a bit too often, or if you have one drink too many while you're out, or if you procrastinate, or you bite your nails, or you lash out at your spouse, this is a great moment to apply same goal, different path thinking. You don't have these bad habits because you're undisciplined or immoral or a fundamentally flawed person. You have them because they fulfill a need for you. What is that need? Is it to feel relaxed, to forget your worries, to vent your stress, to just let go? Pinpoint what that real underlying need is, and then start brainstorming and experimenting with other ways to fulfill it. This is not an overnight process, but if you give yourself 100 mini experiments to figure this out, you will definitely find a better way of fulfilling this need. Scenario 2, when you're comparing, despairing, and feeling inadequate. When you find out that someone makes way more money than you, or if you take a photo together and you think, oh my gosh, they look way better than I do. Or if someone's social life looks so much cooler and more happening than your social life. That stab of envy and shame that you feel doesn't need to be smothered or eliminated. Those feelings are pointing you towards what you really want. What is the desire that has just been revealed to you? What do you think would be different in your life if you had those things? How would you think and feel differently about yourself if you had those things? What is the real underlying want here? Is it to feel secure and feel like you have enough? Is it to feel like you're done striving, you're done reaching, and you finally arrived? Is it to like yourself and to feel like you can just be yourself in all situations? Pinpoint that real underlying desire that has just been somewhat painfully revealed to you through your jealousy. And then see how you can go about fulfilling it, not by copycatting their life or trying to be someone else, but by tapping into what you really want and going after it in a way that feels fun and like you. Scenario 3, when you are gathering the courage to do something that's not normal. So I use this a lot when I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to have kids. In my bones, I have zero desire to be anybody's parent. The mere thought of it fills me with dread and exhaustion. But I was very scared to say I'm not going to have kids because I was afraid that I wouldn't have a family, that I would never know true love, and that I'd be alone forever. So let's apply same goal, different path. What did I really want that I thought having kids was the only pathway to getting? What I really wanted was a cozy home and a sense of warmth and connection and belonging. How could I get that via a different pathway than being a parent? So many ways. I can make a cozy home right now. I can spend more time with my family. I can invest more in my friendships and more in my community. I could easily take the 20 plus years that it would take to raise a couple kids and spend that same time and same effort creating coziness and warmth and connection and belonging in other ways in my life. And I might actually prefer the family and the community that arises from that effort to the family and community that would arise from being a parent. Scenario 4, when you're not getting the outcome that you want. So, same goal, different path can help you find the courage to not do something that you don't want to do. And it can also help when you do want something and it's just not happening. So I also use this tool a lot when I was thinking about dating and relationships. I would love to be in a long-term relationship. This is not a should or any kind of societal pressure. Relationships are great. I genuinely love to be in one. But let me tell you, whether it's my fault or everyone else's fault or some blend of the two, it is just not happening. And so, after spending lots of time getting frustrated about this and putting more pressure and more urgency into dating, none of which helped, by the way, I started to break it down. What do I really want out of a relationship? And how could I get those things now? Some of the things that I realized I wanted out of a relationship: someone to joke around and do mundane things with, someone to debrief and share my days with, a thought partner and a teammate when I'm facing challenges, a sense of being loved and wanted exactly as I am, to start building a home together and decorate it together and maybe get a cat, and a sense of realness and legitimacy. Being in a relationship felt like a thing. Being single felt like some kind of transitional state where I was living on pause and waiting for my real life to begin. The more I fleshed out this list, the more I realized you don't need a boyfriend for any of this stuff. You can get it with a boyfriend. Still love to be in a relationship, but you can get it without a boyfriend too. Between friends, family, and just living my own life as if it had already begun, I could check off everything on that list with no boyfriend in sight. I don't know how the circumstances of my life are going to unfold. Will I find someone I want to date? Will they want to date me too? Will we be together forever? I have no idea. But what I realized is that I have the ability to ensure that the emotional tenor of my life is exactly the same, regardless of the circumstances. I can get everything that I really want with any configuration of circumstances. So there is no need to wait or pine or despair or get annoyed. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get what I want with the circumstances that I have. Now, these are just 4 scenarios where you can use same goal, different path. There are dozens more scenarios where this applies. And my favorite thing about doing this is that it puts you into a loving and collaborative relationship with your own desires. So often, we want something, and we reflexively tell ourselves, your wants are stupid, want something else. Be practical, be a grown-up, don't be shallow, don't be petty, just get over it, all of those things. But your wants aren't stupid. Your wants are valid and wise and worth fulfilling. And the most important thing that you do with this tool is you uncover what those wants really are. You pause and ask yourself the question, what is my goal here? What am I really solving for? And then you partner with yourself and you say, I got you. Let's see how we can get that in an even better way than you originally imagined. This is about getting everything you want. And more importantly, it's about building a more loving, trusting, and collaborative relationship with yourself. It's about being in your own corner and believing yourself, no matter what. I want you to get started doing this right now, today, on your own. And if you want to put some structure, some rigor, and some rocket fuel behind your efforts, and if you want to ensure that relating to yourself in this way is cemented in your brain for life, then come talk to me and let's get started. Go to the link above and book a free coaching consult.